Let's talk about Trent, shall we? So, where do I begin? If you obviously look at my thumbnail, I've made the bold statement by saying he's worse than all of them in the thumbnail. The lot of them, in fact, there's many players that I did not include in the thumbnail who I think he's worse than. He's worse than them all because he's a local lad. Purely for that reason, and purely because he left on a free. They're the two reasons in this whole thing that annoys me. And the fact that he strung the club along, strung the fans along for so long, thinking, oh, he'll sign a new contract. Oh, he loves us. Like, we love him and he loves us and we'll back him to the hill and blah, blah, blah. Everyone is always criticising him because he's defending, but we always defend him and we'll continue to do so. And then it was kind of like an FU to the club and the fans. It's a hard one for me because, well, it's not hard. He's a rat. It's not hard. He's a rat. He's behaved like a rat. You can't go from doing interviews saying, oh, I love Gerrard. I want to be the captain. I love this club. I want to just be like my hero, blah, blah, blah. And like, then you plot behind the scenes. It seemed like, to me, like as soon as we lost that second final to Madrid, I thought that's when he started planning. But by that point, honestly, I was like, leave. There were certain points in time where the club was not recruiting and like reinvesting and not pushing us that further points, and we kept losing the titles just by the slightest little margins, and it was doing my head in. And I thought, you know what? They should just let him go, cash in on him, because he doesn't deserve this. Like, he's a great player. He deserves better. But the club have. They bought a great team. You just won the league. Like, there's no excuse. It's not like with McManaman, the team is crap. And, like, in order to fulfill, like, the potential he had to go. He had to. Like, it's not like Owen where the team was a bit, and he felt like he needed to go, and Owen plus is a wall anyway. So, like, he doesn't have that affinity with the city. He won the Ballon d'Or at Liverpool. Like, you know what I mean? What else could he have done? Sterling give us money, even though he behaved like a rat, more like a snake. At least we got money out of him. Suarez, I swear to God, he bit another player just so he could leave, which is mad. But again, Barcelona paid very good money to get him. Same with Coutinho. He acted like he had a back problem, and he clearly didn't. And at least we were able to buy Alisson and Virgil with the money. If those players can be nice enough or smart enough to go, oh, I'll sign a contract, or I'll make sure that at least the club gets money for me. That way I won't go out hated. And even if I do go out hated, my conscience is clear because I've done what I've done. I've got money. You've got money for me. What else can I possibly do? But no, for some reason, Trent decided no. Apparently, he was offered this 6-year contract, or 4 years with an extension of 5-6 year contract. I think all the players were offered. He rejected that and only wanted the 4. And I guess from that moment was when he started planning, because if he would have been a 4-year, it would have been a 6, he would be in like 28 when the contract ended. So now is the prime age for him to leave. So he's clearly thought about that. He's been thinking about that, and that's what makes him a rat. I genuinely think he lives in his own world, footballers do, and they live in their own little bubble where he thought nobody will be mad at me. Everybody will applaud me and say, woo, go Trent, yay. Not understanding like the significance of a Scouser in our team being successful and wanting to follow in the footsteps of our hero, another Scouser in Steven Gerrard. Like, honestly, his agent, his brother, he's honestly, he's a little wet wipe. Like, his family, everyone around him is stupid for not seeing that people were going to be mad at him. I just don't understand it. And people are like, Liverpool fans have no right. Oh. Huh? Like, we have no right to be angry and disappointed in him. It makes no sense, to be honest with you. But yeah, then I thought, he's a rat, and he can go join his ratty boyfriend in Bellingham at Madrid. And the whole booing thing, to me, it was justified. As I say, how else are you supposed to let him know that you're mad at him? You can't go to him and go, oh, Trent, I'm disappointed in you. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, or I understand, or F off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how else are you supposed to let him know? And everyone's like, but he's wearing the red shirt. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. Like, he's wearing the red shirt for 2 more games. Like, and he already wants to go early for the Club World Cup to Madrid. So he doesn't care that much about the club and the colours. Otherwise, he would have stayed. People are like, oh, that's just not right, that. Oh, in my opinion, if I was at the match, I would have booed him on the pitch. Booed him when his name got announced at the start. But I felt a bit, when they were booing him for like every touch he took. And that was purely because it sucked the atmosphere out of the stadium. It was just a bit too much. Like, the Gerrard song had already been sung. There's only one Conor Bradley had been sung, so like it was making it clear that like this is targeted at you. But to carry it on was a bit people are like, to, is it Szoboszlai, because he was like doing that to the cop and that, as in to say shut up, and people are like, get him gone too. I get like defending your friend or whatever, but you should never do that to the cop. Never. Like, yeah, you can defend him or whatever, but even he knew not to do that, Trent, and decided to clap instead, regardless, because he must have realised at that moment, oh crap, I made a big mistake. But then again, has he realised that? Because, as I say, now he wants to go to the Club World Cup early, and who else other than Trent would have asked for that to happen? So, I just don't understand all these other fans, like Arsenal fans, are piping up. That Arsenal fan TV is saying the booze racist. What a load of nonsense. You've got just every other like possible fan of a club that have also booed their own players. Man United booed Rooney when the rumours of his contract that he'd handed in a transfer request in, they booed him. Arsenal supporters booed Shaka. They chased their legend manager out of the club with bloody protests and all kinds. And then they have the cheek to say, oh, that's not right. You booing your homegrown player. Oh, that's not right, that. Shut up. If you don't know the club or experience what we experience day to day, you've got no right to say anything, to be honest with you. You can give your opinion, but you can't criticise us for having a reaction or feeling a certain way. I just don't think that is fair. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, I could go on and on about it, to be honest with you, because it has wound me up. Not because he's leaving on a free necessarily. Well, even though I said that at the beginning, it's more, you could have easily just had your legacy intact by doing a Jack Grealish and signing the contract. Put literally all you need to do, go to Madrid and go, how much would you pay for me? I'll put that in my new contract. But what I think is that Madrid have said, we won't sign you unless you leave on a free. And that's what he's done. Like, Madrid have said, you're not worth us paying money for you. Like, we don't want you that much, but we'll have you on a free though. So maybe consider that option before you come back to us. And he's went with that option. But yeah, anyway, I've got to stop. Give me your thoughts, opinions, feelings in the comment section. Like it, share, subscribe, all that nonsense. And yeah, take care.